am the adorable Nimbo, super cute, super fly, you know the drill. You should by now. It's been 2 years, darling. 2 years of us being together. Are you enjoying it so far? Anyway. The answer is yes, and if you say no, then clearly we need to go to couples therapy. Anyway, so we're continuing trial. I don't know what's happening in this trial anymore. I thought Byakuya did it, but maybe he didn't do it. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't know what's going on.
But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
But right now we're talking about the protein coffee stain that Sakura left on the girls' carpet, but was surprisingly missing like the next day. But it's because the carpets were 100% like swapped over, for sure. No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. The carpets were changed. They were swapped. It was moved. Where is the thing that I'm looking for? There it is. This one.
I got it!
I got it.
The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away.
It was moved.
In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
It's fucking weird that it's there though, yeah.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too?
It does.
But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think?
A lot of effort too.
What?
A lot of effort.
In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body.
A lot of
By
effort.
doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
Yeah.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Make it seem like a girl did it.
Why would they go to all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
Leon's handbook.
To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device.
The fly is back.
But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room.
Yeah, but she used Leon's.
She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
Nah, she did though.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
Oh, really?
I highly doubt that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm with
Shut up!
Celeste.
I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Okay. Enlighten us. Is he right? Could Chihiro really have gotten in the boys' locker room? Yeah, he could have used Leon's little handbook thing. I'm just saying. Sus that it was broken. Broken e-handbook.
Is it really possible?
Yeah.
Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Yes.
I've got it!
How?
She must have hacked her e-handbook.
No.
She was the ultimate programmer, after all.
That's true, she was.
I'm sure that would have been no problem for her. No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
Yeah, how did you know?
If she had that, she could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
Theoretically, if Chihiro was able to use Leon's handbook, she could get into the boys' locker room. But when we found Leon's handbook in the main hall, there's no doubt that it was... in which case, we can really say that she used it? It was
really
broken.
possible? Could Chihiro really...
She must have hacked. She was the ultimate programmer.
No, hold on.
No,
I don't think so. How did you know about it?
Huh? What?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
But it was broken, though.
No, that's wrong.
Leon's handbook is broken. Break.
No,
I guess it's
I don't
true.
think Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
I mean, she could have used Leon's handbook, technically, had it not been broken.
Why not?
I suppose.
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
It's broken. It's broke.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
He's great
I am struck
usefulness.
silent by how quickly you gave up.
I'm not. I'm pretty subconscious.
Plus,
Yeah, it's
isn't
canon.
there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one. In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
All right, you're here too.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook,
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Okay, is that it then? Now I don't think it was him. Damn it. I don't think that's right.
Hold on a second.
Oh, fuck
I
me.
agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say?
Oh god, it wasn't Byakuya. That's
There's
annoying.
no way she could get in the boys'
it's
locker
annoying
room, right?
That it wasn't him.
So-
I'm sitting here thinking it's probably Byakuya. I mean, it makes sense, but now it's like maybe it wasn't him because god damn it, he was surprised about the information I put in, and he wouldn't be surprised if he was admitting. Oh god damn it, maybe he didn't do it. Kinda. I don't fucking know. That's a little annoying.
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
How?
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
She's gonna make me do it, isn't she?
Well, to explain that,
Makoto, how about you do
why
it?
don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
We allowed to do that?
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Yeah, I was like, what do you mean a break?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
That was it. That was too easy.
For real?
What the shit?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
I guess, sure. Let's just take a recess and come back later. So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold because apparently you can do that. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead. And where she took us was... where? The girls' locker room?
The girls' locker room?
That's exactly what I said.
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
Yeah, like what's going on?
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
Oh, again? You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Look, if you know the answer, why don't you
Examine her
just... Oh my... No,
carefully.
don't. Shut
Like
up.
using our hands?
Oh my god.
No, wait.
No.
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
Dear god.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just based on religious grounds, you know?
Oh, it's against my religion for her.
very well. I'll do it.
Okay.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
By the gods, what is happening here?
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her.
Fair.
So just leave this to me.
I'll put my faith and trust in you, Sakura.
Sakura. What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
Honey, not now. Later.
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Why don't you do this? Like
Her entire body? I know you say that, but what? This is... What is this?
Chihiro's a boy?
What is it?
Chihiro's
Not possible.
boy.
It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were... What she found must have been her... Chihiro's a boy. That's how she got into the boys' locker room, because she's a boy.
This girl is
what?
a boy.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
What? You're joking, right?
Chihiro was a boy this whole time.
I wouldn't joke about this.
Then it's really true?
Huh. That's interesting.
Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
Well, thank you for letting all of us know.
Fujisaki was totally a guy.
Okay, thanks.
He was a cross-dresser? Oh, now I'm really on fire! I wish I had killed him!
So that's what Kyoko wanted to show everyone, huh?
I feel that. Oh my god, she was a twink. Fuck, I wish I was the one that killed him. The fact that she didn't know must be so depressing. But the fact that she's so devastated is the fact that she didn't kill him. So who did? Oh, Chihiro was a guy. Oh, still best girl, though, let's just be honest. So that's what Kyoko wanted to show us. How did you know?
Yes, that certainly does make things much more exciting. Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
Huh. Interesting. Interesting.
I do apologize for keeping you waiting. Now then, let's resume the class trial. We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy. Let's pick up from there.
Yes, well, I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
The thing that Chihiro was actually a guy. Oh, I didn't even know. The thought had never even crossed my mind. Yeah.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Oh, which would explain why he never went with with Hina and Sakura every time they were like, hey, do you want to go work out in the girls' locker room? Like, obviously he couldn't use the girls' locker room because the alarms would go off and he'd be shot by a Gatling gun. So that's why he never took up their offer to work out with them, because he could only use the boys' locker room. That's why he went late at night, so no one would know that he's a guy. Oh!
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
Huh.
So then, there should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion.
There you go, I was right. Screw all of you.
The victim was killed in the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room.
But then how
and
did
the killer
they
could
get...
have easily used Sayaka
Yeah,
or
no,
Junko's
you're right.
handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
That's true. They could have.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
He didn't deserve what
I
he
still
got.
don't understand the motive for moving the body, but yes, that does seem plausible.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity to his female body.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
This is the most titillating situation!
She's just having
So
the time of her
now
life.
everything has been connected. All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever. We still think you're the killer, remember?
Very interesting. This has become very interesting indeed.
Ah, He's off in his own little world.
What about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's the killer?
No!
Well, without a doubt, Byakuya is the one that made Chihiro's death look like Genocide Jack did it.
But I don't think he did it, which is annoying because I really wanted to get rid of him. But now I don't think he did it.
But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
It's annoying. I really wanted it to be him.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
Shut up.
He just seems to be too easygoing about all this. Like he's enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
And you think that might be because it doesn't have anything to do with him?
I think he's a dick. That's what I think.
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it could connect him to the murder.
Yeah, he's not the kind of guy who would leave obvious things around. Annoying.
At least, that's how I see it.
But it's annoying. It's annoying that you didn't do it.
And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy.
He didn't know. Damn.
If you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
Damn it.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
Still an arse.
Mark it as correct?
God damn it.
He's right. I am not the culprit.
Then why
I
did
just
you
happened
act
to
like-
come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
Okay.
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
Go ahead. Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
Such a douche.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
For the
My
lols.
reasons hardly matter right now. Uncovering the culprit is much more important, wouldn't you say? Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Okay.
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
Now I don't know. It wasn't Togo because, like, she says she's an artist. She would do it in her own specific way. And if she knew, like, she didn't know that Chihiro was a boy. So she thought Chihiro was a girl. So she wouldn't have targeted him. And clearly it wasn't Byakuya because fucking obviously annoying. So who else could it have been?
We're seriously gonna keep going? We're all good, aren't we? I thought it was clear Byakuya did it.
Well, he didn't do it, so shut up.
No, I'm with Makoto. If there's any doubt whatsoever, we need to explore every possibility.
Frustrating.
Because if we're wrong, we all die here.
That's
Who did
true.
it then?
Very well then. I'm with you too.
Thanks, Celeste.
Damn straight. Count me in.
Not so much you.
Do you not have a mind of your own?
Huh.
Of course I do. What am I, an ant or something?
Maybe.
Anyway, let's discuss this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
I don't know who
That's
did it.
very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
Can you stop being a dick? But if Byakuya didn't do it, and Toko didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? There's one thing we can be sure that we know about the killer. And what's that? The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means the killer is a girl, the killer is a guy. Killer is a guy.
I got it!
Because Leon's thing was broken, so no one could no one could use Leon's, like a girl couldn't use Leon's handbook to get into the boys' locker room because Leon's handbook was broken. Since the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in, and Leon's handbook was broken. Since, Leon's handbook was broken, the killer would have to have used their own. So the murderer was a guy, and it wasn't Toko, obviously. And it wasn't Byakuya. So who could it have been? But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. God damn it, who did it? It had to have been a guy, so who do we have? Celeste's account. Yeah, she did say she saw gym clothes.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Well,
Maybe.
clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they
Yeah,
would have said
so
something by now.
Like, dude, don't be
Perhaps
stupid.
someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
Whoop! Ah, son of a bitch. Shut up.
Shoot!
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to who did it?
Yes.
Did nobody
anyone
get-
can
I'm sure
look,
someone saw the-
Perhaps someone saw the victim. Yeah.
victim.
All we
It's over. It's all over.
Shut up.
You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer.
No.
And it's not like they're
I
just
missed
gonna turn themselves in. Game over, man. Game over.
That's an alien reference, by the way.
No! Not game over!
Let me just be my movie buff self for 5 minutes. It's game over, man. Game over. That's an Aliens reference, Alien 2 reference, because like they were like Endgame kind of scenario. The aliens were winning. They had no way off the planet, and
Isn't
like
there
it's
a
game over,
single
man.
clue that
Just saying.
might lead
Watch
us
the
to
movie.
who did it?
Yes,
Well,
Celeste the
Did
Count.
nobody get...
I'm sure if someone saw the killer,
Blah blah
Someone saw the
blah
victim.
blah 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 blah. It's over, man.
It's all over.
It's-
You want to know who saw the victim?
Only the killer.
The killer.
No,
And only
Celeste saw her.
No, that's
Sorry,
wrong.
Celeste saw him. I got to get used to it. We all thought that he was a chick. I'm just saying, it's gonna take a minute.
I believe someone else did see the victim before he was murdered.
Celeste.
What do you think, Celeste?
darling?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Yes.
Huh? Really?
Yes.
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
Yes.
The rest of you had no idea, did you? That is why you're all making such ugly noises.
Whatever! Just hurry up and tell us!
I like Celeste too.
It was last night, right before nighttime. I saw Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse.
And she
I
was
saw him
carrying
stuffing
his
a track
bag.
jacket into a duffel bag. And then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
No.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
What, that he was in a hurry? Yeah, I'm in kind of a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry.
That is weird. Why would he
But
be in a rush?
Why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were waiting for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
Probably.
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Because he couldn't get into the girls' locker room.
probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
True.
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much.
Huh.
Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
Ooh, what a marvelous friendship!
Okay, Toko, not
The
right
point
now.
is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
Well, we have to figure
No.
out.
You already have what you need to make the
Oh
connection.
my god, Kyoko, stop for 5 minutes, please.
Huh?
Why don't you do
You
it?
know who the killer is.
Do I?
Seriously?
Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of.
Okay.
Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Track jacket.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can figure out who did it based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
Huh.
What? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Even if we had the equipment for that, we wouldn't know how to use it.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
So what are we doing?
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Inferences?
Easy for you to say. But fine.
Don't even know that word.
Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket?
The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from.
Okay.
Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Why don't you? Does Chihiro's track jacket really hold some clue about the killer? Somehow it's really hard to believe. Track jacket. I don't want to make my argument. This is getting hard. I don't know. It wasn't Byakuya, and it wasn't Toko. Who else?
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise.
Yes.
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
Did it?
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
Of course.
I don't even have a tracksuit.
I believe that.
Cause exercising sucks.
It doesn't, but
I have a white tracksuit personally.
Nice.
I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
Cool. I saw
You heard
nothing.
him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
She's right. What he said just now is really odd. How did he know something like that?
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
No, that's not what I wanted.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
That's not what I wanted.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No.
No way. Not a chance.
Bang. That's not what I
You
wanted.
heard him, right? What he just said without even realizing it?
This is hard, and my little brain cannot deal anymore. Can we end this trial?
First of all, we know where Chihiro was. He was on his way. So next
to
we have to ask,
exercise.
why did he choose the specific?
What do you mean, the specific?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit
because
it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So,
What you're saying is...
the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
Bang.
My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Cause exercising sucks.
Okay.
I have a white tracksuit personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did
Okay.
any of that really help us?
No way.
Not a chance.
You
Okay.
heard him, right?
Blue
First of all,
tracksuit.
we know where Chihiro was. He was on his way to go exercise. So
Yes.
next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific track?
What do you mean?
What do you
the
mean
specific-
specific?
It matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
I don't know what I'm doing. I truly don't know.
Shoot!
I don't know.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed. He was on his way to go exercise.
Okay.
So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
I don't
What do
know.
you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So,
So
what
you're
you're saying is
is
the killer was wearing the same blue track.
I guess that
No,
was
that's
right.
wrong.
Why is he wrong? Am I insane? The answer is yes. But
Hold on
why?
a second, Mondo. What did you just say?
The killer was wearing the same
What'd I say?
tracksuit.
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago, she said,
I saw him stuffing a track. Oh. And then I assumed he headed off to exercise. She didn't say that he had a blue tracksuit.
she never said anything about the jacket's color.
Oh my god, Mondo, no.
So why
you
did you
killed
say
him?
Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you just...
Hey,
Oh, no.
Celeste. What color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was blue.
And before we began the trial,
Oh, Mondo,
did
no.
you tell anyone that?
Only
The only one
Makoto.
I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo,
Oh.
how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Mondo, I believed in you. Here I'm sitting here saying Byakuya did it this whole time, and Mondo, he seems like such a nice person, and this whole time Byakuya was innocent, which is annoying, and you actually killed Chihiro?
But because I just...
Oh, no.
I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
No, that can't be it.
Damn it, Mondo, no.
The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Damn it. Okay, well, we're going to stop it here because we're running a little bit over. We'll continue this next time. Okay. Alright, well, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and I'll see you then. Bye.